I do research on men, masculinities, gender, and domestic and sexual violence. I've helped put the notion of healthy masculinities on the map in Australia and internationally. I've shaped community conversations about how we raise boys, about what it means to be a man. I've shaped programming and policy in work with men and boys across the country, and I've informed national and international policy frameworks. I've been instrumental in driving the recognition in Australia that we must engage men and boys in building gender equality, in establishing healthier lives for boys and men, and in addressing domestic and sexual violence. Some of my early work established why we should do that, the rationale for engaging men and boys, and the principles that should guide that work. More recently, my work has established how we should do that. And what we've seen in Australia is in fact a shift in that conversation. My work has shaped a shift from the question of why we should engage men and boys to the question of how. And my work has shaped the standards of practice that are now being taken up by community organisations, by national organisations, by federal governments, and it's identified the standards of practice we should aspire to for how we work effectively with boys and young men in schools, with men in communities, in sporting situations and so on. Finally, I've provided the resources to build capacity and guide work with men and boys around the country. I've put together checklists for good practice. I've compiled a rich library of online resources, and I'm co-founding a network of practitioners who can work with men and boys around the country to build healthy masculinities.